It's a big, fat lie, says the Honourable Minister Babsy Grange. And that was in response to something that the former Minister of Culture, Lisa Hanna, said in her presentation at Gordon House. So Ms. Hanna was suggesting that all is not well. She said, among other things, that only 65 million of some 440 million budgeted was sent to the JCDC to carry out independence celebrations. She said the money has been programmed in the JCDC's budget and rejected the assertion that the organization was being bypassed for personal assistance. That's what Minister Grange said. Minister Grange also rejected the allegation that she employed as her senior advisor the part in a company, Jambiz, that involved an artistic director who Ms. Hanna claims pocketed 15 million for work on the 2016 Grand Gala that the JCDC could have done. Well, Ms. Grange said it is as lie as the plastic rice. And Ms. Hanna said, I stand by what I say, and I would urge the minister, rather than getting emotional and frantic, to look at the evidence. And she told the Prime Minister that I will hand over the evidence to you, sir. And I'm told that she did. I suspect, as they say, more anon. We will hear more about that. Sure you want to go there?
No, I mean, I just really want to, Neville, you know, facts are going to be facts, and eventually the facts will come out.
Yep.
I just don't like when we get to people's reputation.
Yep.
Difficult once you've tarnished it to clear it. But as you say, facts are facts. And the facts will come out. That's all I'm going to say. But I really want to see the culture discussion move from a constant of this to talk about the things that we really need to, cultural policy and other things that need to really move culture forward.
Yeah, it's not personal, is it? It shouldn't be personal. It's just about our country and our...
I think what happened with Coral Gardens is a significant national and cultural thing that should have been given so much more discussion and recognition and know this.
What's next?
Wow, I can't believe this. Gunfire erupted on the compound of St. Andrew Prep School in Halfway Tree yesterday morning after a brazen attempt by a gunman to abduct a female parent. The principal said the shooting happened about 12 feet from a group of students who had to be ushered into a classroom and placed on the desks. Walsh Davis and the police investigators said no one was injured in the shooting. The parent turned up with her child was surprised by the gunman. It's believed he is a former employee of the woman who had his services terminated.
Scary.
Oh, Lord have mercy. These are children.
Scary.
Yeah, I mean, the act alone of trying to abduct this woman or whatever is absolutely crazy to me. But to put children's lives at such great risk, there is absolutely no excuse. Me can't think of nothing that can justify that kind of action. And I seriously hope that when the person comes before the courts, that the punishment suits the crime.
Yeah, a couple other things happened. One was kudos to the parent who, in trying to raise attention, she rammed her car in the back of another car, and apparently the first shot that was fired, I don't know how many, but it was a licensed firearm holder who fired a shot in the air to draw attention, I'm told. So thank goodness the youngsters no one at the school, no one was hurt, period. Thank goodness.
Because he went into the car and wanted her to drive off with him.
And tried to abduct her, and she rammed the car and raised an alarm, and someone fired a shot. I don't know if he returned fire or whatever, but
So now we have to go look on security.
And then the
And
youngsters,
school
the youngsters must be traumatized. Yeah.
So no, we have to think about increase security. Because when you go to some schools, security is really heavy. I mean, they don't even allow cars on the compound. You go to some schools and see cars parked on the outside and the parent has to walk in for the child and so on. But this is madness.
Yeah.
But what, Jamaica? Serious? This not look real to me.
The youngsters will be all right.
Yeah.
I have responsibility when it comes to Syria, says President Trump. He's described the chemical attack that killed more than 70 people. And a lot of kids were involved in that one. Babies were involved in that one. Mr. President didn't say what he was going to do, whether he's going to start a war or what, but he just said Syria crossed the line. And he said he probably will be a little bit more serious about the Syrian president. It's been back and forth with
Bashar al-Assad.
Yeah, with Syria for a long time, but now I think Donald Trump understands that it is very serious and he might have to get involved. We certainly hope that they
Never been like them things,
I was just going to say, we certainly hope we don't get involved in another war. But
I don't like them things.
But at the same time, I think we can't just stand by and watch anyone use chemical weapons on kids. Well, use chemical weapons, period.
Yeah.
But on kids, it was, I saw some of the footage and it's hard to watch. You're seeing some little babies and they have to be spraying them because with water
Chemical
to try
is
to
still
get,
on them.
the chemical is still on them.
I saw there's a picture of a man with
was
twins,
tough to
his
watch.
two
Yeah.
twin children.
Tough to watch.
Me not like them things there. I mean, World War I, them was chemicals are things that can just be released in the air and you never, what, I don't know.
Scary.
You used to watch TV and see people build bomb shelters and go down to the bomb shelter and whatever, and them all these futuristic things about what's going to happen with nuclear war, and you think, oh, it's a crazy movie.
Yep.
I know you see some things happening and you go, I want them to go, I'm going to dig up my yard and build a bomb shelter.
They actually said that since Donald Trump took over, more people have started to build bomb shelters because they were thinking that he might start something, but he might have to get involved in a very serious way. So it's not far-fetched to think that we could have another war. All right.
Right.
So there you go. Time for birthdays?
Yes.
I have a couple this morning. Happy birthday to Sharon Edmond.